Welcome to the Tennessee Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us this evening. Before we get started, I just want to cover a few quick housekeeping items. The first is the use of the Q&A button. If you have questions for any of our panelists at any time during their presentations, please feel free to use that Q&A button. If you have a question for a specific university or college, please address that question directly to that panelist by putting the name of the school before your question. If you have general questions, you can just pose them. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. We also want to remind you to sign up for more sessions at the same website where you signed up for this evening's session. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. But without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our first panelist, Williams Baptist University.
Hey y'all. Give me just 1 second. Okay, so like I said, or like he said, my name is Laura Freeman, and I'm an admissions counselor here at Williams Baptist University. Williams Baptist is only about an hour and a half away from Memphis, so we're not that far away from you. And that means we're close enough that you can go home every once in a while and do your laundry, or far enough away to be considered away. So let's talk about getting you here to Williams. There's a few ways to do that. There's going to be your most traditional route. So that's going to be when you apply online. Our application is free. It's essay free, and it's pretty simple. So you would go online, you would fill out your application, and then you're going to get a message from me, and you'll see that cell phone number on there. You'll get a message from that number. And I'm going to ask you to turn in your ACT and your transcript, and you can always reach out to your career coach or your high school counselors for help with that. You're going to have this pretty common with all the colleges that you're looking at. We do not have any deadlines, so you can take your ACT up until pretty much the July before you would move in August. And we do super score your ACT now. So your academic scholarships usually start at a 17 super scored ACT. The next way to get you to Williams would be our brand new program called Williams Works. This program is a really neat way to get you to campus and able to pay for your tuition. So what would happen is you would come to campus and you would work 16 hours a week. And with that, you would in turn get to pay, it would pay for your tuition and your student service fee. So that's right. So you would work for your tuition and your student service fee with the opportunity to work in the summer and pay for your room and board. So it's very simple, and it'd look awesome on a resume on top of an awesome college education. And then next, you're going to have, you may be interested in athletic or in a performing arts. We do have over 19 athletic programs and 4 performing art programs. So if you're interested in one of those, definitely do feel free to text me, reach out to me, reach out to a coach, reach out to a director, and let's just see where that goes. Definitely come on campus and visit, see what Williams is all about. We have 2 more preview days after tomorrow. So tomorrow is a preview day. So if you're feeling wild and crazy, come on out tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. But then we have 2 more in-person, socially distant preview days. We'd love to have you come to those. And if you can't make a preview day and you feel more comfortable with a private visit, go ahead and reach out to me again, and we can get that set up. We're also going to have a virtual preview day on November 5th. As you can see with my information on the screen, if you have any questions, concerns, problems, you want to talk about anything, just feel free to reach out to me. That is a cell phone number there that I am available on. That's my office number. I'd love to chat with you and get to know you more. Thank you and have a great day.
Great, thank you very much, Williams Baptist. Our next presenter this evening will be the University of Mississippi.
Hey everybody, let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, hopefully everybody can see this. My name,
Not yet.
can not see it? Okay, hold on 1 minute. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Awesome. Great. Well, my name is Neil Ann Chambly. I am an admissions counselor for Ole Miss. I'm based in Memphis, Tennessee. I recruit the areas of West Tennessee and Memphis metro area. I also have my colleague Carmen Morris-Owen. She's based in Nashville, Tennessee and recruits East Tennessee. And she'll be here to answer any questions that you might have in the chat. Just to kind of go ahead and dig in and get started about Ole Miss, we are founded in 1848. That makes us the flagship university of our state, simply meaning we were the oldest university in the state of Mississippi. We have about 17,000 undergraduates from all across the country, all across the world. We represent all 82 counties in Mississippi, all 50 states in the US, and about 90 foreign countries globally. One thing I love about Ole Miss is that our student to faculty ratio is about 17-1. We average a classroom size of about 45 students in a class. So I think it's really special that Ole Miss plays in the SEC. We're number 3 out of the 14 SEC schools. We are the 3rd smallest. So we are able to offer that kind of private school feel with all those resources that come along with being at a larger institution. So I think that's a really cool thing that Ole Miss offers. 300 student organizations, as you can kind of see on this slide, so lots of great things to get involved with. We are located in the northern part of the state of Mississippi. We are an hour and 20 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee. We're located in a little town called Oxford, Mississippi. It is one of the nation's best college towns, one of the coolest college towns you'll ever go to. This is just a little town, about 24,000 residents, that is just steeped in tradition and awesome food and experiences. So if you ever have a chance to come visit Oxford, come visit Ole Miss, I would highly recommend it. To kind of dig right in and talk a little bit about scholarships, Ole Miss offers 2 types. We offer an academic merit award, which is an automatic scholarship given to students who reach a certain ACT super score and GPA. And we also offer competitive scholarships. If you complete our competitive scholarship application, it's called the Special Programs and Scholarships application. It is open once you apply to Ole Miss, and the deadline is going to be January the 5th. That's going to include an essay, a resume, and that's going to apply you for all competitive scholarships that the university offers. They kind of lastly tell you how to apply to Ole Miss. olemiss.edu/apply is the application and how you go in. We have the institutional app and we have the common app. We have a $60 application fee. However, we are having a free application weekend, October the 16th through the 18th. Definitely something to check out. We need your transcripts sent to us, and we need you to do the application fee or participate in the application free weekend. We don't need a test score on file for admission, but we do need test scores on file to be able to award you scholarships. Lastly, this is my information. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. Also, olemiss.edu/visit is where you can sign up for a visit on campus, which we are hosting now. We would love to have you in Oxford and checking out Ole Miss. Each day, Monday through Friday, from 9, 10:15, or 1:15 are the times you can choose from. So go check that out, and we look forward to seeing you on campus. Thank you all so much.
Great. Thank you, Ole Miss. Our next presenter this evening will be Florida Southern College.
All right, thank you. Let me see if I can get this set up here. Let's see, come on. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So my name is Brian Emery. I am a senior admissions counselor with Florida Southern College. Really appreciate you all being here and looking forward to telling you a little bit about us. So I work with a few different states throughout the Southeast US, Carolinas, Tennessee, Alabama, a couple others, and really excited to share with you a little bit about us. So we are located in Lakeland, Florida, which is right in between Tampa and Orlando. We are about 3,500 total students on campus. About 60% of them are from Florida, and the other 40% are from just about every other state in the country, as well as about 50 different foreign countries from around the world. We're also one of the oldest private colleges in the state of Florida, founded in 1883. Academically, we're very comprehensive. We have over 70 different programs to choose from across our 5 schools. You can see they're on the screen. We also, along with our academic programs, have some pre-professional tracks. So those are pre-medicine, pre-law, those kind of things. We do also have some graduate programs on campus. So there are definitely some master's and doctorate level areas where students can continue their education with us if they so choose. And we even have some accelerated options for students interested in kind of getting their master's and bachelor's degree within a little bit of a shorter time frame than traditionally. We're a very engaged and active kind of learning environment on campus. We really want to make sure our students are doing a lot of things. It kind of takes different forms: field work, research projects, internships, study abroad, conferences. There's a lot of ways it happens, but again, we really want to make sure that our students are really doing a lot with their education so that they're prepared once they graduate. 100% of our classes are taught by professors, no teaching assistants or graduate assistants teaching classes. And our average class size, you can see there, usually in that 15 to 20 range is where a lot of your classes are typically going to be in terms of size. So a really big thing to remember about Florida Southern is our 3 guarantees. So we have these 3 guarantees for our students. A little information on each one. Our study abroad guarantee. This is every student qualifies for one of our study abroad trips once they complete 4 semesters or 2 years. And this trip is called the Junior Journey Trip. And it's about 1 to 3 weeks, and it's little or no additional cost. So you're able to really have the opportunity to study abroad without finances being a massive obstacle. And our students really enjoy these. You can go all over the world, or even domestic as well if you'd rather stay within the country. So that's the first guarantee. Second guarantee is an internship. This is really important for professional experience and professional growth. Really helps when you apply for graduate schools and jobs and all of that. So we really want to make sure that we guarantee the opportunity for every student to have an internship in some way when they are with us. And then lastly, we guarantee that you'll graduate in 4 years. The national average to get your bachelor's degree is about 5 to 6. So we want to make sure that you're getting your education in an efficient time and then graduating in kind of what most people expect in kind of the normal 4 years. So again, really easy to remember: study abroad, internships, and then graduation in 4 years as our 3 guarantees. A little about residential life. Very residential campus. We don't have a lot of students commuting from off campus. Most of our students are living in campus housing. Really creates a very vibrant, active student body because students are on campus so often, so there's always something going on. We have 16 different residence halls as well as apartment complexes. The apartments are off campus, available for upperclassmen to kind of have that more independent kind of living environment for the last 2 years with us. And then a little more on kind of, oh, I'm sorry, next slide is student life related. But athletically, we're Division II with the NCAA, but we are one of the top 3 Division II NCAA programs in the country. So very high level collegiate athletics, 30 national championships across our 20 different athletic sports teams. We do also have some club sports as well, and a very active intramural program for the rest of our student body to kind of participate in. So here's a student life slide. So over 100 clubs and organizations, everything from honor societies to social society or social clubs. We have Greek life, campus ministries, philanthropic and community service-based organizations. There's tons of opportunities to get involved. We really want to make sure that when you're a student here, you're feeling part of the community and feeling like you're really, making friends and kind of giving back to the college campus community as well as the local community separate from the college. All right, application process. First and foremost, it is free to apply. There's no application fee. We have our own institutional application. We also accept the Common App and the Coalition app, whichever is easiest for you. And then we also are test optional as well. So if you have test scores and want to submit them, you can. But if you have not been able to take the tests or you don't want to submit scores, that works as well. But you can see the items that we usually need for the application. And then the bottom part gives you a general idea of kind of the average GPAs and the average test scores should you submit them for students coming to Florida Southern. But again, no application fee is the most important. It is rolling admissions as well. So you can apply anytime between now and March 1st. And you'll probably get your decision back within about 3 to 4 weeks. Scholarship information, we automatically consider our students for merit scholarships, between $7,000 to $21,000 per year. based on GPA and or test scores, depending on if you're test optional or test considered. We have talent-based awards for athletics and music and art and fine arts programs. But 99% of our first year students are receiving financial aid in some way. So most, as you can see, the vast majority of our students are receiving some type of financial aid. We do have our prestige scholarships, which are some of our most competitive ones available. I can give you more information on that separately. And then certainly federal financial aid and all of that as well. Lastly, definitely come visit us. We are offering limited capacity tours on campus, and we have a lot of virtual programs as well. So that's our website, a couple of our links there to learn more about us. And yeah, definitely let me know if you have any questions, call, text, email, Zoom, anything like that. Definitely happy to help you out. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Florida Southern. So up next for us this evening is the University of Missouri.
All right, let's screen share. Okay, hopefully everyone can see this. Hi everyone, my name is Catherine. I am the Tennessee admissions rep for the University of Missouri. Tonight I have with me Claire. She is sitting in the room socially distant from me, but she's going to be answering your questions in the Q&A. So like I said, my name is Catherine. I am based here in Columbia, but I have spent the last 9 years traveling the state of Tennessee, so very familiar with where you guys are coming from. So speaking of Columbia, though, we're just going to kick it off and talk about where we are located. So Columbia is very much your typical college town. We have about 117,000 permanent residents. We're centrally located in the state as well as in the city of Columbia. So we're halfway between St. Louis and Kansas City. We're about 6.5 hours from the West Tennessee area, Memphis, just kind of depending on where you're coming from. Centrally located here in Columbia as well. So that photo that you see there is downtown Columbia. It's literally just a few minutes down the sidewalk from us here on campus. It's really great for students because it's basically just an extension of campus. So lots of places to hang out with your friends, lots of coffee shops, places to, go shopping. Maybe you want to go see a concert, see a movie, that kind of stuff can all be done in downtown Columbia. So our students really enjoy it because you are able to separate yourself, kind of get away from school, but all you have to do is walk across the street. You don't have to, drive 20 or 30 minutes down the highway to get to another part of town. But here on campus, we have about 30,000 total students, about 24,000 of which are undergraduates. We have students from every county in Missouri, all 50 states and 120 different countries. And a big reason why so many students from all over want to come to Mizzou is because we are both the land grant and AAU institution. So basically what that means for our students is that you get a Research One caliber institution at a land grant price, which is really great. This year we are accepting test optional applications in addition to our regular application. We work on rolling admissions for students applying with a test score. So it takes usually about 2 to 3 weeks to let you know whether or not you have been admitted once we receive all of your application information. Test optional decisions are going out once a month, usually around the beginning of the month. You can apply through our admissions website, or you can apply through the Common App. Either one works for us, doesn't matter to us what route you decide to take. So pretty easy to submit that application online. We accept test scores through the July test date of your senior year as well. So if you apply test optional, maybe you get to take the ACT or SAT later in the year, you can definitely submit your test scores after applying test optional. On that application though, you're gonna be able to indicate your major. So here at Mizzou, we have over 300 different degree programs. Journalism, business, and engineering are our 3 largest, but we really have something for everybody within those 300 programs. We also have a med school and med, vet, and law school, all located on campus as well. Getting involved is a really big deal here at Mizzou, and we make it pretty easy with our 600 different clubs and organizations. Everything from bass fishing, ballroom dancing, Super Mario Brothers Club, there's something for everyone, regardless of what it is that you're interested in. You can definitely get involved here on campus. We're also D1, we're part of the SEC when it comes to sports. We're excited to host LSU this weekend. We're just gonna cross our fingers for that game. Another big part of our degree programs and something else that sets Mizzou apart is the Missouri method. So this is our hands-on approach to learning, and it's built into every single degree program. So for example, education majors are put into a classroom as early as their sophomore year. We want to make sure that they like children and want to be around them all day long before they actually get their degree and they're standing in front of that class of children. Our broadcast journalism majors get to work for our university-owned NBC affiliate for at least 2 years. But regardless of what degree program you choose, you will have that hands-on experience built into your program. To touch on scholarships and affordability, our automatic scholarships, you can submit your test scores through the July test date, like I mentioned. Those just, come out, once you've applied. When you send your test scores, we'll send you a letter, say, congrats, here's your money. We also have competitive and departmental scholarships that you can qualify for that have a December 1st deadline. If perhaps you don't receive a scholarship, you can go through the residency program. So we're super lucky here that the state of Missouri makes it really simple for students to become residents. Basically, you just follow these 5 simple steps and you can start paying in-state tuition during your sophomore year. So saves about $17,000 a year. It's a really popular option for our out-of-state students. We began hosting campus visits in a limited capacity back in August. So if you're able to come and visit us, we certainly would welcome you. We know that traveling isn't an option for everyone right now. So we have a wide variety of virtual opportunities for you to kind of get to know Mizzou from the comfort of your own home. So we certainly welcome you to visit with us virtually as well. This is our my contact information. If you have any questions, you can always let me know. You can drop your questions in the chat as well for Claire and I. Really, anything that you need, that is my job and that is what I'm here for. So that's all I've got. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much, University of Missouri. Now we're going to move on to our final presenter of the evening, University of South Alabama.
Hello, go ahead and share my screen. All right, so hopefully you can see that. My name is Katie Spillman. I'm with the University of South Alabama. I'm in charge of recruiting the North Alabama area as well as Tennessee. So a little bit about the University of South Alabama. We are located in Mobile, Alabama, which is right on the Gulf Coast, right at the bottom of the state. We have about a 1,200-acre campus, so it is a pretty large campus, but we only have about 15,000 students. So our student-to-faculty ratio is 18-1. A lot of our students really enjoy that. They feel like they're on, a big campus, but they're not overcrowded or overwhelmed with how many students we have. We do have 2 hospitals and a cancer research institute. Those are pretty popular as far as degree programs go. We have a med school and a PT school on campus. So if you're interested in physical therapy school later on, definitely keep us in mind. We do have students from all 50 states and over 70 countries, so we are a very diverse campus. So lots of different students on campus, as well as clubs that kind of host our diverse student body. Our academic colleges house over 100 of our academic programs. So these include bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. We have our PAC-CAPS Covey College of Allied Health, that's a tongue twister, College of Arts and Sciences, College of Education and Professional Studies, Engineering, Nursing, Medicine, College of Business, School of Computing, and then our Honors College. So campus is always very lively. There's always stuff going on. We have over 200 different clubs and organizations. These range from Greek life to student government, faith-based clubs, and intramurals, just fun things. If you're not interested in playing, being a college athlete and playing a professional college sport, we do have intramurals that you can kind of play for fun and get involved in. We do have a couple of really fun traditions that we have on campus as well. Oozball is one of my favorites. You can see in this picture, kind of in the top, a little bit over to the left. It's when all of our students get together, they sign up and they play volleyball in 18 inches of mud. So it's really messy, but it is a good time. Our student activity board makes sure that we always have something going on campus. So you're never going to be bored while you're a student itself, for sure. And in the Mobile area, there's plenty of things to do. It is one of the larger cities in Alabama. So if you do decide you want to go off campus, there's plenty of things to do in downtown Mobile or just in the surrounding area. Athletics, we are D1 in all of our sports. We have 17 different men's and women's teams on campus. So football, baseball, basketball, soccer, golf, pretty much any main sport that you can think of. This is our brand new Hancock Whitney football stadium that they just finished building this summer. So this fall is the first time that our Jacks have played in it. So football tailgating is really popular in the fall, and basketball is very popular in the spring. So a little bit about residential life. We do have 3 freshman-specific residence halls on our campus. All of our freshmen are required to live on campus for their first year. After that, you are more than welcome to stay living on campus if you want to stay in one of our upperclassmen halls, or students sometimes elect to live in an off-campus apartment. When you do live on campus, you do have free Wi-Fi and cable, as well as free unlimited laundry, so you don't have to lug around a bag of quarters to the washer and dryer. And our buildings are very secure. There's 3 levels of security to every residence hall, so we always want to make sure that you guys are safe. And something I didn't mention, we are located in Mobile, as I said, but the Mobile area is only about 45 minutes from the closest beach. So a lot of our students do like to hit the beach on the weekends during the warmer months. Application process is pretty standard. You will apply online and submit the $35 application fee. Got a little tongue-tied there. We will need your transcript, so send us your high school transcript and then your college transcript if you're dual enrolled, and then we will need your ACT or SAT scores. We do super score the ACT, and we are offering a test optional option this fall. If you haven't gotten the chance to take the ACT or the SAT, you can apply without a test score. Our requirements include at least a 19 on the ACT and a 2.5 GPA. Those are flexible, those numbers are flexible, but that's kind of the just basic standard that we tell our students. And then transfer students, we require at least a 2.0 GPA cumulative from all your previous colleges attended. Our scholarships start at a 21 ACT and a 3.5 GPA. They increase based on whatever your scores are, and you can continue to send us scores throughout the year. So if you apply in October, but you take the ACT again in November, you can send us your updated score. We are offering a number of different ways to visit campus. We know that in the kind of strange time we're living in right now, not everybody is going to be able to make it down for an in-person campus visit. So I'm doing lots of Zoom meetings with students, virtual ways that you can talk with us. So I'm happy to set up a Zoom with you if you are interested. But we are offering in-person campus tours. If you do want to go down to campus and do something in person, you can sign up for those on our website. All right, thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much, South Alabama. And thank you to all of our panelists for your great presentations this evening. Attendees, perhaps now that you've heard all of the presentations, you may have a question or two. So we'll take some time, let you send through any Q&As you might have. And to the panelists, I might open it up to you all for a question. Perhaps we can answer the following. Either what is an event that you especially like on campus or in the surrounding area, or perhaps what is one thing that you didn't include in your presentation this evening that you would have if you have had more time. Why don't we start with Williams Baptist University.
Hey guys, I think since last time I talked a little bit more about our tradition, I was just going to bring up something that I did not chat about a little bit. When you get to campus here, we have a thing called New Student Orientation, and during that, one of the things that we do is we actually provide you an iPad with the cover and the keyboard and the fancy little Apple pen that they didn't give me, but they give it to all the students. So you actually get that, and if you stay here all 4 years, you get to keep that. So it's your iPad, and one of the cool things about that is that our professors are dropping notes, sometimes airdropping notes. Now they don't give you all the notes, but they give you some of them. So, I mean, I'm a little jealous because nobody did that for me. I had to handwrite the notes. But anyway, that's just a cool fact about Williams and something to look forward to.
Great, thank you. Ole Miss.
So I think one thing I did not mention, I mentioned the organizations that we have 300 plus student organizations, but students always ask me, well, how do you get involved with those? At Ole Miss, we have something called Welcome Month. and all of our organizations come out to the Grove, which is actually right behind me in my virtual Zoom today, 10 acres in the heart of our campus, and actually share. They set up tables and they share their information. So it's just a great way to like go ahead and dive in freshman year and get involved on campus. Carmen, do you have anything to add?
Of course. So one thing I will say is, one, the application is currently open if you all have not applied. And also we do understand that not everyone actually can come out and visit at this time. So we are offering virtual visits Monday through Friday, 9 a.m., 10:15, and 11:15, if I'm correct. And just come in. Mason is awesome. We would love to see you all. If we can't have you on campus, we would love to see you virtually.
Great. Thank you, Ole Miss. Florida Southern.
All right. Yeah, I guess kind of an interesting thing that kind of about our campus. We are consistently ranked among the top 10 to 15 most beautiful campuses in the country. We're also a very architecturally significant campus. If anybody is familiar with Frank Lloyd Wright, he is one of the greatest American architects of all time, obviously subjectively, depending on who you talk to, but he designed the Guggenheim Museum in New York City. It's something he's very well known for, but he was very prevalent back in the early first half of the 20th century. And he built a lot of our buildings back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. So we're the largest collection of his architecture anywhere in the world. So we get a lot of people visiting just for tours of his buildings on our campus. So yeah, it's a very beautiful campus. So if you get a chance to come visit, please do. Again, very socially safe, masks and everything like that as well. Yeah, fun fact.
Great, thank you. Next, University of Missouri.
So I shared this on Monday, and I'm just going to have to stick with it because it's definitely our oldest and, well, not oldest, but one of our most well-known traditions. We are the birthplace of homecoming. So for all the schools out there that have homecoming, it's because of us. So homecoming month has started here at Mizzou, and we are kind of shifting everything virtually this year, but there's a lot of community service and fun events that happen for our students throughout the month of October. So we are super excited for homecoming to start again this year. So that's our big thing around here.
Great, thank you. And University of South Alabama.
So something important to note, since all of the students from Tennessee are considered out of state for us, if you qualify for one of our merit-based academic scholarships, so if you have at least a 21 on your ACT and a 3.5 GPA, you automatically receive in-state tuition. So if you, like I said, have at least a 21 and a 3.0 in-state tuition, so that knocks a lot of your cost off with us.
Great, thank you. I don't see any more questions coming in, so I will open it up to the panel. If there's anything else that they would like to add, they're more than willing to at this time. Any other frequently asked questions that you get that you'd like to pose to yourself and answer, yield the floor to you. Okay. I'll take that as you're all set. Well, I want to thank all of the panelists for your great presentations this evening and the additional information that you shared about your schools. We also want to thank our attendees for joining us. Before we sign off, just a few quick housekeeping items. First is that once you close this window, you will receive a very quick 4-question survey. We ask that you take a moment and complete that. And again, just a reminder to go ahead and sign up for more sessions at the same website where you signed up for tonight's. And in about 1 week, you'll receive a recording of this webinar will be available on that same registration website. So thank you to all of our panelists. And again, thank you all of our attendees for joining us. Have a great evening and good luck with your college search.